Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. This post is from the subreddit Relationships, and it's by user Musashi. Under-attached girlfriend 30 wants me to give her money before she takes the next step with me, male 31. Situation: me, male 31, never married, no kids, no skeletons in the closet, good education, good job, etc. She lives in a different country 1,000 kilometers apart, but we want to change that. She, female 30, 8-year-old son, abused by previous a-hole boyfriends, no job, living off her ex-boyfriend's, father of her son, money, emotionally unstable. Okay, this is my first Reddit post, so I apologize in advance if I do not follow the right Reddit protocol. I searched many subreddits for similar situations, but didn't find anything that could help. This post is hard for me to write, and I do not easily turn to the internet to advise me on such personal problems, but I feel I have no one else to turn to. My girlfriend and I have been together for about 6 months. We met online and we have visited each other 4 times, ranging from 1 week to 3 weeks per visit. We keep daily contact through Skype and WhatsApp. We do want a serious relationship, and even though it's indeed just 6 months, we want to live together in her country. This will require both of us to get a job. She would work part-time and I would work full-time. She is reluctant to comply because she wants financial reassurance first. I will take any job I can as long as it covers the bills and will use my life savings to support us until the paychecks start coming in. However, she requested me to transfer money to her before she would take any steps to become financially detached from her ex. It asked, looking for a job. I am reluctant to fork over money, pack my bags and go immediately because she is very emotionally detached. She is using antidepressants and blames the medicine for this behavior. She tells me her heart and mind do not communicate and that it's hard for her to feel, well, anything. I accepted that she is not so affectionate towards me because of the medicine and her emotional scars and trust issues, but I still would expect her to show me some sort of emotional bonding. The sex is awesome, but she doesn't want to cuddle much otherwise. I just expect her, want to, sometimes hold my hand, sit close to me on the couch, that sort of thing. Can the antidepressants really be blamed for the lack of that behavior? She also seems selfish at times. I know she got spoiled by her father and ex-boyfriend, and she used to get whatever she pointed at. She reminds me a lot of this fact, by the way. I told her I will not be able to do that. I make good money, I love her and I want her to be happy, but I do not just buy anything without thinking it through. She also doesn't seem to care much about my personal needs. For example, she wakes up very late, between 1 and 3 in the afternoon, while I wake up between 9 and 10 in the morning. She says this is because of the medicine and the low iron level in her blood. The rest of the day she then proceeds to do whatever she plans or wants to do, but she doesn't really concern herself with what I would like. In the hours she sleeps, I walk the dog, clean up, do groceries, play with her son, make his breakfast, that sort of stuff. She just seems to take everything for granted. I feel like doing all these things is a huge accomplishment for me since I have never been in a serious relationship like this one. I expect some excitement and or praise from her, especially since she told me how she always had to do everything alone. Am I wrong to expect something despite her medicines, or is she playing the victim card too much? When she wants something, small things, she expects me to just pay for it. I would be fine with it if she would ask me rather than demand it and show some humility. When I try to put myself in her shoes, I would be so grateful and happy with every little thing my significant other would do for me, after being deprived of love and attention for so long as she said she was. Again, can the medicine be blamed for the complete lack of emotional attention and or expression? I bring her gifts from my country, things with emotional value and things I know she loves, and when I arrive at the airport, she waits in the car outside and acts like I just came home from daily groceries when I give her a gift. I want to be welcomed with open arms after not seeing each other for a month and her being excited about me bringing her a present. Am I expecting too much? She always hides behind the medicines for being the cause of her giving me the cold shoulder and that her son's well-being is her #1 priority, which is why the money issue is so important to her. She says she loves me, she says she wants the future together, a family, everything, but her actions tell me otherwise. I know she had a very rough life so far, and I want to be there for her and show her I would do anything for her. But should I burn all my bridges while she doesn't seem to be so much into me? Please tell me I'm a whiny bitch, Reddit, that I should just suck it up until she stops with the medicine, 7 to 8 months away, and that her affection and love for me will grow, as long as I give her space and be there for her. OP, this situation makes me uneasy and I don't like it. I mean, call me a cynic and a unromantic, cold-hearted douche, but this is just too dodgy. She wants money from you in order to be motivated to find a job. And your relationship depends on you giving her this money. Honestly, OP, I don't think you're whining. I think you expect a balanced relationship and you're just not in one. And not just that, all of these demands and you've only been in this relationship for 6 months, yet she shows absolutely no type of emotion or excitement to see you. And also, and maybe this is because I'm not a mental health professional, but how can she have an end date for when she needs to stop her treatment? Isn't that something that's kind of like evaluated in every session and then the doctor says, okay, we'll take it up or down, but not like quitting cold turkey at a certain date? That could be my ignorance, but that doesn't seem right to me. Anyway, OP, in my opinion, you shouldn't give her any money, and depending on how she acts, you need to make a decision whether you want to stay in this relationship or not. This seems to me like an uneven and unhealthy relationship and you need to get out of it. And what do you guys think, or what would you do if you were in OP's shoes? Let me know in the comment section, and now let's go on to the community comments to see what they said. Skajuski says, you said it yourself, but her actions show me otherwise. Your girlfriend sounds like she's using you. And OP responds, that's what I'm afraid of. She can be very sweet to me, but other times I seem to be invisible to her. She swears it's the medicine that's making her behave like she does. Kathleen says, I'm a woman. I'm a woman who was divorced and dating with an 8-year-old son. I'm a woman who is now married to a man that I was in a long-distance relationship with for over 5 years. I would never have accepted cash money from him for anything while we were dating. I am not a sex worker and my boyfriend or fiance does not have to pay for my affection. You deserve a woman who is excited to see you every time she sees you. I am ecstatic to see my husband every single day and we have been married for 3 years now. You deserve a woman who puts as much into this relationship as you do. There are plenty of good women who will be happy to see you, who will have wonderful sex with you, who will cuddle you and not demand that you buy them stuff or claim that you aren't taking care of them. It might not be the first one you meet or the 10th one you meet, but there are plenty of them out there. Keep looking and take care of yourself. Karen and C28 says, so she's not affectionate. She's emotionally cold to you. She sleeps in all day. She's demanding, selfish, and ungrateful. Why do you like her so much? What's good about the relationship other than the sex? In her shoes, if I were chronically ill, the expiry date set for taking the medicines seems strange to me. Needed medicine and had a son to support, I might also be very leery of leaving behind a source of income to take a chance on another. But her demeanor and demanding the relationship proceed on her terms feels uncomfortably transactional to me. Is there a way you could get a job, move to her country, then continue dating for a while? That seems to be the safest, sanest course of action. I'm afraid that your noble feelings of wanting to save this lady are clouding your judgment about whether or not she'd be a good long-term partner for you. Additional information from OP's comments. Other than her being beautiful to me, she can be very funny. We share the same interests, and there is definitely a lot of chemistry between us. Maybe she is the one for me, and I don't want to let her past get in the way of that. I hope that once I win her trust and love, she will open up to me and we can have a great life together. I am also afraid that I pictured too much of a one-sided story, making her look worse than it really is. She is very much against talking to other people concerning our relationship, afraid it would make her look bad. She can be very sweet. We had moments where I am sure I would want to spend the rest of my life with her, but just moments is not enough. I do not know if I am dragging a dead horse here or if I should just hold on. The medicine deadline was advised to her by her doctor. This is what she says, because the weather will be nice by that time. The days will have more sun and it would be a better time for her. Yeah, I know, I question this as well. And which normal physician would give psychological advice? And regarding money, she asks for whatever I can help out with, which is approximately 30,000 euros in total. Her bills are around 4,000 a month. She is from Norway. Everything there is around 3 times as expensive as in my country. Incomes are around 3 times as high as well. I make good money in my country, but it is below minimum wage in hers, and I also have my own bills and house to pay for. Regarding her ex-boyfriend, he's from Pakistan and she was with him for 12 years, since she was 18. His religious family is everything to him, and he kept his relationship with my girlfriend hidden from them. He did not allow her to be independent and did not share his life with her. When she needed money for food or electricity, etc., he would transfer her, but kept her out of the loop otherwise. She broke up with him due to that, amongst other things. His family is extremely wealthy, and he did what they wanted by marrying a woman from Pakistan and conceiving a child with her. However, he still wants to be with my girlfriend. I would be with her immediately, do anything for her, as long as she would open up to me and show me her love. When I tell her this, she tells me that she shows me enough by allowing me into her life, meeting her parents, her friends, her son, etc. And that should be proof enough that she loves me. She told me, "Do you really think I am after your money? I am used to driving luxury cars and getting anything I want. I am certainly not after your money. If I wanted money, I would not have broken up with my ex. I could get him back in a heartbeat. I opened my home and heart to you and introduced you to my family, my friends. How can you say that about me? That's so rude." OP's short-term update. Thank you for your responses. It means a lot to see how other people view this situation. Your responses are harsh to read, but maybe it's the wake-up call I need. Just now, she kinda demanded something small. She wanted me to call her, and with regained confidence supplied by Reddit, I texted I would call her when she was home again. She is in the car at the moment. And she got angry with me. "How can you not care about me? This is important to me." I then told her I wanted to get some counseling for myself. Very calmly, I didn't yell or sounded angry or anything, to help me cope with the problems we are having. I didn't tell her I already received some right here on Reddit. She hung up on me and texted me that we are over, that I was too cheap to even call her. She did this before and doesn't really mean it. I got rather angry and told her I wanted my money back. I have built her a new computer and lent her the money for it. I do not want to give in more until she starts taking control of her own life first. I still do not know if this situation can be salvaged though. Okay, so apparently the community is screaming to OP that he needs to run for the hills. I think so too, particularly with all this additional information and this short-term update. But I guess in OP's case, love isn't blind, it's plain stupid. Anyways, let's move on to the update to see how this story ends. Hi Reddit, first of all, thank you for all your advice. You do not realize what an impact you, as an internet stranger, can make on a person. It allowed me to see how far I fell into the rabbit hole and divide facts from being blinded by love. Anyways, here's the update. I talked to her last night. She told me I was being cheap for not wanting to call her for 1 minute while it's important to her. I took this stop being cheap jab as an opportunity to talk about the issues I had. That I was not cheap. That I quit my job, sold my car, paid for plane tickets, bought her presents, and I definitely do not deserve to be called cheap. I told her I wanted to see a counselor to help me cope with our issues. I repeatedly told her in the past that the current situation made me feel lonely and depressed. She then broke up with me because she believes people should never discuss issues outside of the relationship, and I didn't inform her I was going to, and because not both parties have an equal say in it. I then told her I want the money back I loaned her for her computer. She said she would transfer it once she had it. I told her I wanted to hear when this would happen. She said she would let me know. She then proceeded to guilt trip me, pretty much just like Reddit predicted. She told me she was just in the process of telling her ex that she will be taking care of herself now, that I was coming to live with her and no longer wanted his financial support. But I guess that's no longer important now. I told her this is usually the point where I cave because I so much want to believe in what you tell me now, but I do not believe it's true because why didn't you tell me before? You only tell me this now because I'm walking away. She replied that she wanted to be 100% sure everything was taken care of before she would tell me. So yeah, I did feel rather bad about that. I was thinking I gave up too soon, but I stayed strong and only replied with my bank account number, pretty much telling her to give me my money back. She then told me that all she wanted was for me to help out paying the bills once I would live with her, and would never accept money up front. Now, I do want to believe in this. Could it all have been a misunderstanding? I of course think that's very fair, that I help out as much as I can while we live together in Norway. I told her she first needs to get a job to help herself before she can expect anything more from me. She told me she was not able to get any job due to her son's illness. He is lactose intolerant and had a lot of issues until that diagnosis was established. Now that has been resolved, so she was going to start looking for a job. All I wanted is for her to hold my hand, hug me, and more of that mushy girlfriend-boyfriend stuff. She told me she has trouble with that while she is worried I will not be able to provide for us, mostly for the sake of her son. I find it hard to believe she is lacking the need for intimacy due to financial stress and antidepressants. I went to sleep after that. She later texted me around 3 AM telling me she's breaking off all communication with me and that she wishes me well. So here I am, feeling that the ball is in her court now. If this episode is a true eye-opener to her, and she will tell and show me that she is really willing to get off her ass now and most importantly, be nice to me, then I might take her back. Yes, I know Reddit will probably tell me that I shouldn't, but that's the part where I say it's easier said than done when you're not a part of it. I know that I might sound like a spineless jellyfish for still hoping for a positive outcome, but it's easy to judge from behind the computer. And a little background on me. My previous girlfriend, I was with her for 7 years, was very sweet, very attentive, grateful, everything. But the passion died out. We became brother and sister pretty much. And yes, we did try to spice things up again, but it felt so forced and simply didn't work. That's why I'm so easy to do the bidding of my current, well, probably ex, girlfriend now. The passion and excitement are definitely there. Yes, I know this is always the case in a new relationship, but there is more. And maybe she just needs to ride out this bumpy road before she really trusts me and can open up to me. Oh wow, OP, your ex is great at manipulating, and hopefully she stays your ex or you're just an idiot. Honestly, that statement you made where you say that the ball is in her court makes me feel that you still want this relationship to work. Dude, there is no relationship, just walk away. Anyways, OP, thank you for sharing, and hopefully your forever ex will not reel you in again, or like I said, you would be just an idiot. Now, personally, I'm not very happy with the ending because I kind of feel that OP is spineless, but you know, that's just my take, and I do need a mood booster, so stick with me if you need one too. This post is from the subreddit Today I Effed Up, and it's by user Mucow870. Today I effed up by lying to my wife for 13 years. My wife hates orange and lime flavored candies. I love them. Well, love the orange, like the lime. So she passes on the orange Starbursts to me, she passes the orange and green Skittles to me, she passes the orange and green gummy bears to me. This has been happening for 13 years. Now, we don't eat these every day, a few times a year at most, and I don't just get the rejects, it's a shared bag. Whenever she grabs a few, she would pick out the orange and green and hand it to me, just like I would give the pineapple to her. Bleh. Well, what she doesn't know is that the green Haribo gummy bears are actually strawberry. Shortly after we married, for one reason or another, I looked at the bag of the Haribo gummy bears package and discovered this. So I haven't said anything for 13 years. Every time we get gummy bears, she gives me the orange and green strawberry. I've never said a word. I've enjoyed eating my little lies until last night. We had some gummy bears and she opened them and she started to hand me the orange and green ones. But after a few minutes, I saw her looking at the back of the bag. Then I saw her eyes get real big. She turned to me and asked if I'd known that the green bears were strawberry. She always thought they were lime. I was honest and nodded my head yes. The look of betrayal was unreal. She asked how long I've known and I was honest. I told her as long as we've been married. She quit giving me the gummy bears she didn't like. She was even eating the orange ones out of spite. I don't think I'll get any more gummy bear discards after this. Time to buy my own. Oh man, that's fantastic. I loved it. Thank you, OP, so much. Fantastic story to do the mood change trick. And it's that time that we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's stories. I really did enjoy reading them to you. So if you did, then don't be shy and go ahead and give the video a like. And don't forget to subscribe or even share this video with people that you might think will enjoy my storytelling. Also, if you have the time, go down to the video description and check out all the links I have for you, from our Discord community to my channel merch. And finally, I'd like to say thank you for watching. It really means a lot to me that you enjoy my videos. And having said all that, I'll see you guys in the next video.